Rather unfortunate procedure, but well, we have to undergo it if you are suffering from cancer. Priyansh, please let me know who all pounced.
Yeah, so Shantanu pounced. I'll tell you the ones who pounced. Sagar, Shantanu, Rudra, Sini, Vaibhav. Except Vaibhav, everyone's written chemotherapy. Vaibhav's written radiotherapy.
Right, Vaibhav, you get a -5. Please tell me the names slightly slowly. Shantanu plus 10.
Shantanu plus 10. Rudra plus 10. Sini plus 10.
Okay.
And Sagar plus 10.
Okay.
And Vaibhav minus 5.
Right. I copy. So let's move on to the final question of this round, and this will be a direct to Vaibhav. So this is also a pretty lengthy question, but it has a fairly simple answer and a logic behind it. So X was created by Y's founder. So Y is a brand. X is something that the brand is created. And this brand was created by Hakim Abdul Mazid, and in 1906. So he wanted to create a kind of a herbal mix that would help Delhi's people stay cool in the summer. So Delhi has got pretty hot summers, as we all know. So this was a particular drink. So X is a drink. I heard something.
1 second. Did someone say something?
Please don't let your answers out beforehand. I won't be entertaining that any further.
Should we scrap this?
Also, I'd like to know who told that. Please mute yourselves till such time you are not asked to speak. Rudra, please mute yourself as well. Right. Was it quite a bit audible, Priyansh and Sanjeev?
Yeah, I heard it clearly. I think we should scrap this question.
We should scrap it. It's fairly obvious.
But there's a second part to the question as well, right?
No, but
the second part of the question. See, what I can do is I'll keep the second part's points open. Okay. And the second part is open. So Y is open.
So but Nikhil, it's fairly evident, right? How about we bring a new question?
So as far as a new question is concerned, I have kept a balance of only a single question, and that I wanted to keep as a tiebreaker question. As far as the 8th question is concerned, I think it would be fair to everyone if the second portion of the question was open, especially to Vaibhav, since it is his direct. So I'll keep the second portion open for 5 points. And I'd like you to send your pounces immediately. I'd like you to keep yourself muted as well. Right. So the business went to India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. The second part is the brand which produces X.
The brand
name.
Right?
You can pounce the name of the brand.
Only for Y, right? Not X.
Yes,
Sagar. Only Y.
Okay.
Send your responses to Priyansh. So as you can see from the business spread to Pakistan and Bangladesh as well due to the partition. And the name X translated to the refresher of the soul, and Y means companion in suffering in Urdu. A fun fact over here, X alone generates about 33% of Y's revenue in the Indian market. And it's a choice for millions of Pakistanis at iftar. And it's exported also to 33 countries in the world. Right, Priyansh, please close the pounds. Vaibhav, you're direct. I'm extremely sorry.
Do I need to answer? No?
Vaibhav?
Yeah.
Answer Y portion.
I'm just going to take a guess here. Is the owner of the drink is Dabur?
No, I think that's no.
No, Vaibhav, that's a wrong guess.
Dabur is unfortunately incorrect. If you'll look at the third point, I had said that Y means a companion in suffering. Right, Priyansh? Just let me know. Vaibhav, you won't get negatives on this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
that
so-
you had to.
Right.
So for in terms of pounds, who's got it right? Rudra's got it right. Then Aryan's got.
Okay.
Shantanu's got it right.
Okay.
Sagar's got it right. And Anant
Okay.
has got it wrong.
Wrong. Okay.
So,
No one else pounced?
The wrong answer for this gives -5 because the first part
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
first part was
Or,
who else have you?
Yeah, so what to do?
Anant,
Do we
I'm
keep it-
sorry about that, but we'll keep a
Priyansh, I
-5
also
only.
bounced.
Who? Vedant.
Vedant.
I said
Vedant.
Vedant, right? I said
No,
Vedant,
you
right?
didn't.
I
No,
didn't.
no.
Oh, my bad. Vedant
I
also
don't think
plus 5. Vedant also plus 5. My bad.
Okay. So now I'll be telling you your consolidated scores for the first round. Please copy as I speak. So team number 1, Shantanu, you are at 45.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes.
So Sini, you are at 30.
Yes.
Vedant, you are at 45.
Yes.
Sagar is at 50.
It should
Please
be
don't
55.
move ahead, Priyansh. Yeah.
No, Sagar, you're at 50.
Sagar?
You got question 5 wrong. You pounced it wrong. Question 5.
So that's a -5, right? So
Yeah.
it should be 55 or 45. How can it be around figure
The
50?
last question.
The last question was for 5. Was for plus 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is of 5. Right? Anant, you are at 35. $25. Anant?
Yeah, Anant's at 25. That's correct.
Rudra is at 60.
Right.
Aryan is at 30.
I guess
Aryan's at 35. Aryan's 35.
Yeah.
He
30,
got
35?
this one. He got this one right.
The
So
Hamdani
plus 5.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's at 35.
Okay. And Vaibhav is also at 35.
Yeah.
Is it all right?
Yeah.
Right. So we are done with round 1. So let's move on to round 2. Round 2 will start from Vaibhav.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number 8 will get the first question. Sanjeev, please change the slide to question number 9. So the round is a guess who. I've already told you your scores. Yeah, so can you see the entire question? I'll read it out to you in any case. So X was born in Guwahati, Assam in 1973 in an Assamese family. His father, Colonel X, you can, his surname is similar to his son. So Colonel X joined the army in the 60s and served for 30 years. And post his retirement, he joined the BJP. So the X paternal grandfather was a lawyer and his maternal grandfather was from the Communist Party of India. So our X is in a fairly political environment since his childhood. So he passed his 10th standard from Jabalpur, from Delhi, and 12th standard from Jabalpur. He has a bachelor's degree in sociology from DU and has completed his master's from Oxford. So here comes the major portion of the question. That is that that is our X is always in news. He has also written books such as Combating Terrorism and The Game Changers, The People Who Transformed India. That is the portion probably not very visible to you. Does everyone copy? Can I read it again? I'll be reading it again. So X is always in news. He has also written a couple of books on combating terrorism and the game changers, the people who transformed India. So you need to tell me who X is. He's a fairly popular figure. As you can see, he was born in an Assamese family and has been in a political kind of a family. Pounce is open, similar to the previous round. People, please pounce quickly, and we'll move on to Vaibhav's direct soon. Pounce is open for another 20 odd seconds. Does anyone need more time?
No.
Can I close Pounce?
Yes.
Right. So we'll be closing Pounce. Vaibhav, it's your direct. I hope a few people have pounced already, Pianch.
Yeah, 4 of them have.
Yeah. Vaibhav, it's your direct.
I have a little doubt in the question, right? The question talks about a person X, and his father's name is also Colonel X.
No, that's just a surname which is common. The name is different.
All right.
Just to ensure that the surname wasn't given.
All right. So post his retirement part, it's talking about his father or the person himself?
No, the father. The father.
So the father joined the
BJP
party.
And father joined the party, and the X's grandfather was also in the CPI. So X has been brought up in a political family.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah, sure. It's your direct.
Is it Mr. Goswami, Arnab Goswami?
That's absolutely correct. It is Arnab Goswami, the most popular figure at your TV channel. Whenever you switch on the television, you'll see him screeching and screaming, heckling people. But he is a fairly popular figure, so I had to have a question on him. Fairly relevant to recent times as well, with Republic TV undergoing all that investigation and stuff. So, Priyansh, let me know who all have pounced.
Yeah, Shantanu, Sagar, Anant, and Rudra have pounced and have got it correct.
Repeat again, along with
Shantanu.
Huh?
Sagar.
Okay.
Anant.
Okay.
Rudra.
And Rudra.
Yeah.
Okay. So 4 people pounced and 1 got it right on his direct. Let's move on to question number 10. This is an entirely guess who kind of a round. This will be a direct to Aryan. Okay.
Yeah.
So Aryan, a question to you. So this person, Y, was born in Belgium as Georges Prosper Remy. So he published his work X in a Belgian right-wing paper called something. I won't be reading these names because frankly speaking, I can't read them. And so this person Y was strongly influenced by the paper's editor. So Y was also close to another person who was founder of Belgium's fascist party, Rex party, and he was a Nazi sympathizer. So Y's creation, X, in the land of Soviets was published in 1930, and it is an anti-communist propaganda book for children. The next version of X in Congo, written the following year, is an anthology of racial and colonial stereotypes, and the locals portrayed in his particular work are lazy, uneducated, and depend on X to lift them from their particular state, from their pitiful state. So from this question, you can, I'll give you a brief summary about the question. So there's this particular person, Georges Prosper, he's Y, and his work is X. And X is also the name of his lead character. You'll have to join the dots. We are talking about Belgium.
One doubt.
X in the land of Soviets.
Excuse me.
Right.
Are there part points for this answer?
On pounds, I won't be giving part points.
Okay, fine.
If one portion is incorrect, I will deduct -5 because it becomes very difficult mathematically as well.
Right.
So I'd like to keep it fairly clear. On pounds, I would like an entirely correct or an entirely incorrect answer. But if it's your direct, then obviously I'll give you 5 points if you get either portion right. But I think that if you get one portion correct of this answer, you must be knowing the other portion as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so the pounds is open. I'm about to close it. And does anyone object to that? Is anyone still writing, thinking about the answer? I'm talking about a very popular character. You must have seen him all around. There have been movies, books, etc. It's a popular work, X. And there are various iterations of X. There has been Land of Soviets, Congo, etc., etc. Right, I'll be closing the pounds. Aryan, it's your direct. Go ahead.
I don't know the answer, honestly.
Okay, would you like to take a guess because it's a -0 for you?
Guess? No.
Are you sure? Read it.
Okay, fine. I'll try.
It's a very popular character. Must have seen him in your childhood.
Aryan, go ahead, man. Take a guess.
But
it's up to you. We are not forcing you.
Yeah,
if you don't want to answer, yeah.
But the guess should be decent, nah, that is why.
No, Aryan.
Don't be conscious. Never mind. Even the wildest of guesses, many a times in quizzes, you will get them right. Most of the times, what happens is you don't know anything about something, and when you read the various clues, you join the dots, then you reach to a particular answer. But I don't think you are reaching to an answer as of now. I'll be closing this question then. Aryan?
Yeah.
Right, Priyansh. So the answer to this question, go to the answer, Sanjeev.
Yep. So Aryan, just a thing, right? So basically, once Nikhil and I, we were standing on a podium, I think for a Mumbai zonal, okay? And we knew nothing, okay? And we made the stupidest guess we could. And guess what? It got right. And we ended up coming third across, I think, 700 plus teams. So sometimes even the stupidest guesses are the best answers.
Yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Yeah.
Thanks for the flattering comment, Sanjeev. But I think had my video been visible, you would have got this answer correct because I'm wearing a Tintin t-shirt today. So the correct answer to this question is Tintin. Tintin was supposed to be a right-wing thing, but it turned out to be such a popular comic for all of us. Please mute yourself, participants. Priyansh, please let me know who all pounced.
Yeah, so Rudra and Sagar pounced and they got it correct.
Rudra and Sagar. Right, please take risks. -5 is not going to go too far. So the next question will be a direct to Rudra.
Right.
So it's we are continuing with the guess who thing. So this particular person, Charles Dash, I got tired of using the word X, so I put a dash over here. I hope you don't mind because you are, after all, engineering students. So Charles Dash had been unsuccessfully trying for years to make a certain compound useful. So he is sick and tired of a particular compound. And one day in 1939, he accidentally dropped a piece of compound covered with sulfur onto a stove. I don't know how he accidentally managed to do that, but that's how he did it. So he accidentally dropped a piece of this compound covered with sulfur onto a stove, and instead of becoming charred, it became heat resistant and a waterproof substance. He patented his discovery the same year, and he formed a company. So this guy was a total, capitalist. He formed a company on the basis of his discovery, and till date, this company is extremely popular, and it continues to make something from that particular compound. So what is his full name, and what compound was this which led to Charles having a very good 1939? Right? So there's this particular compound. Think of it, thoda bahut you add your chemistry to it. What is heat resistant, waterproof? It is a company, sort of sounds like a surname as well, but it's not really sounding like a surname, so don't think that way. But read the last sentence again. I think the last sentence is really a big hint. I won't be throwing too many more hints over here. What was his full name, and what compound was this which led to Charles having a very good 1839? I'll keep the pounds open for another 20 seconds. Priyansh, let me know if you're receiving pounces. But I'd like to know from the people who are pouncing, are they confident of their answer, or do they need another hint? Because probably this might be a bouncer. Do people need a hint here? Is someone objecting to a hint?
Yeah, it's fairly.
You can give a hint.
Sagar, just saying there are two parts to the question, and in pounds you'll be given points for the complete answer and not answer.
Don't pounce immediately. Just let me know if you need a hint over here. I'm getting.
I couldn't get you. What did you say, Priyansh?
I said in pounds there are two parts to the question, so you need to answer two things.
Oh, sorry. Could I just write it now?
No, there is no.
Sure.
I know it. I just didn't.
It's
give me
okay.
the
part.
Can you give some more hint, Nikhil?
Hello.
Yeah.
Can I write the second part?
Yes, Vedant.
Yeah, do that.
Can you give some more hint?
The compound is not very important. I'll be giving you full points if you give me the name of the guy. Sagar, do you copy?
Yes, I wrote the name, and I also gave the name of the compound.
Priyansh, don't consider the compound. I would like just to know the full name of the person. So Sagar, do you object to any hints that I throw further to the people? Because
yes, no hints should be given.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, okay. So that's fairly understandable. Other participants, please note, these guys are the ones who are causing trouble to you. I'm here to give hints, but these guys are objecting. Right. We'll be closing pounds soon. Please read the question again. In case you have any doubts relating to the question, you can let me know. I won't be throwing any additional hints, but I'm telling you that the last line is a pretty big hint. Closing pounds in another 10 seconds. Right. So, Priyansh, let me know who all are pounced.
It's my direct, right?
Wait. Yeah, I'll ask for a direct as well. Sorry, Rudra. Rudra, please tell me your answer.
So the person you are talking about is Mr. Charles Goodyear, and he accidentally dropped sulfur on rubber, so it caused vulcanized rubber, and that's what we used in tires these days.
Excellent. That's the absolutely correct answer. It is indeed Charles Goodyear, and it led to Charles having a very good year in 1839. That was a big hint that I wanted to drop over there. Priyansh, just let me know how many people pounced and what the score.
Yeah. So Sagar pounced, Shantanu pounced, Vaibhav pounced, and Vedant pounced it correct. And Sini
You
pounced
tell me
it.
the person's name and correct or incorrect.
Yeah. So okay, Sini wrong. Vedant correct.
Okay.
Vaibhav correct.
Right.
Sagar correct.
Okay.
Shantanu correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Who correct? Last.
Shantanu.
Right. So yeah, that was Charles Goodyear. Right. Let's move on to the next question. This will be a direct to Anand. Change the slide, please. Can you see the entire question? Yeah, so I'll read out the question to you. This is fairly simple. Anant is lucky with his direct, it seems. X was born in September 1932 in Gah, Punjab, British India. He attended Punjab University in Hoshiarpur, studied economics in his bachelor's as well as master's, and then was standing first throughout his academic career. He completed his economics tripos at the University of Cambridge and was a member of John's College in 1957. After completing his education and doctorate from Oxford, X began his work for United Nations during 1966 to 1969. So our X is a fairly popular personality, and he has held several great positions in the government of India, such as that of the Chief Economic Advisor, the Governor of Reserve Bank of India, and also the head of the Planning Commission. So a person who has held all the three such high positions must be a fairly popular personality in India, and he's fairly respected around the world as well. He is personally a great inspiration to a lot of my friends and me as well. Although, yeah, I won't be dropping more hints. I think this is a fairly direct question. People, please pounce. The people pouncing, do you object to hints? Let me know about that as well. So you need to read some portions of the question. I'll be telling you about that. So he's done his education in economics, and thereafter look at his positions in the government of India. I think you'll be able to identify him from that. I have withheld certain positions which would have been more popular per se, but these are also fairly popular positions. Chief Economic Advisor, Governor of Reserve Bank, Head of the Planning Commission. Right. I'll be closing pounds. Anyone still writing? Right. So this is a direct to Anant.
Yeah.
Anant?
So I'd go with former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh.
That's absolutely right, Anant. Again, I'd like to say that this was a fairly direct question. Manmohan Singh, indeed, it is. He was also the Prime Minister of India. I purposely didn't add that to the question. Priyansh, just let me know who all pounced and what their scores were simultaneously.
Yeah, so Vedant pounced it correct. Sagar wrong.
Okay.
Rudra right.
Okay.
Aryan right and Vaibhav right.
Okay. Aryan and Vaibhav.
Vaibhav, correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
May I know what the incorrect answer was?
Yeah, Chakravarti Rangarajan.
Oh, okay. Right. So I had mentioned his birthplace as well. I believe, I think I had mentioned that in the question. It was Gah in Punjab. So I don't think your personality was particularly from Punjab. But anyways, look at all the hints. Join the dots, participants. I purposely didn't drop more hints because I think it was a fairly direct question. Anyways, this was a halfway mark in our quiz. It's of 24 questions. So we've crossed the halfway mark and we're moving on to question number 13. Question number 13 will be a direct to Sagar. Right, so this is a guess what. It's not a guess who, it's a guess what. So in the 1st century AD, Roman coins were an accepted medium of exchange in India, even though the closest Roman legion was thousands of kilometers away. So even though there was no Roman legionnaire in anywhere near to India, Roman coins were accepted as a medium of exchange in India. And the confidence in these coins was to such a great extent that the local rulers used to issue currency that closely imitated these Roman coins down to the portrait of the Roman emperor. So the imitation of the Roman coins was to such a great extent that they started copying the way the Roman emperor was dressed and his portrait was stamped onto the coin. So the name of this Roman currency became a generic name for coins. So the Muslim caliphs, when they came to India, they Arabicized this name and they issued X, which is still a popular coin to this day. So you need to give me the Arabicized version of X. X is also the Roman currency, but it's been Arabicized and the Arabicized version is more popular around the world. You might have heard of the Arabicized version only. So you need to give me X. If someone's pouncing or isn't pouncing, let me know, because I could probably give you a really big hint over here. In case anyone is objecting to the hint, just let me know. Read the question a couple of times, then let me know if you are objecting to a hint. I'll let you know the name of the Roman currency. But that will become too big a hint. But still, I'll throw it over here since the previous question was about Manmohan Singh. Priyansh, are you receiving any pounces?
None yet.
Anyone willing to pounce on this question?
I just pounced.
Arabicized version. So you
I got one
object to a
response.
hint. Rudra?
I pounced it.
You want me to give the hint to the rest of the participants, or should I?
Even I pounced.
Hold it back.
No, I think it's a bit tough, so you can just give a hint.
But the hint will be fairly big. I'll be giving the name of the Roman currency.
Yeah, fine then.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No. Could you hold it, please? I'm not sure.
Right. Even if one person objects to a hint, I won't be giving the hint.
I guess
because that's the way it should be.
Hmm.
Read the question. If you have any doubts, let me know. So Muslim caliphs Arabicized this name and issued X, which is popular to this day. That's the portion of the question which I would like to emphasize upon. And I'm not giving any additional hints. Closing pounds in another 10 seconds. Anyone still writing? Right, Priyansh, you can close the pounds. This was a direct to Sagar. Sagar, do you have an answer? It will be a plus 10 and 0 for you.
Yes, I think the answer is dinar. Hello.
Dinar is absolutely right. That's a great answer. Great crack.
Thank you.
Dinar will fetch you 10 points. Dinar, which is the currency of Kuwait, Iraq, Jordan, Libya, Tunisia, other countries as well in the Middle East. People might have gotten confused with dirham, I believe.
Was it named after
Roman currency? Yes, the name of the Roman. Pardon? I didn't get you.
Was it named after a Roman emperor or the Roman currency?
It was named after a Roman currency. You can go back to the question, please, Sanjeev. So the name of the Roman currency was similar to the Arabicized version. So I'll be telling you the name of the Roman currency was denarius. So denarius became dinar. Right?
Yeah.
I think it was fairly visible in the question. Anyway, Priyansh, let me know about the pounces. Sagar, a great answer again.
Yeah, so Rudra got it right. Vaibhav got it. Yeah, Vaibhav got it right. Anant got it wrong. And Sini got it wrong.
Okay. Sini, come on, buck up. But the rest of you, great answer. Denarius, dinar it is. Right. So we'll be moving on to Vedant's direct. Yeah. So this is another slightly lengthier question. So these people, this is another guess who question.
Just hold on. Nikhil, just hold on. I think we've got people who are just looking at everyone who's participating. So Sagar, you've been looking down quite often. So it'll be appreciated if you just keep looking to the webcam, preferably, because that kind of creates doubts.
Yeah. So I think what you could do is you could
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying just to make it fair play for everyone. Because I've got 3-4 messages saying that could be foul play. So I'm just trying to eliminate whatever possibility that could be.
Sure.
Right. And also this is valid for everyone, just not for Sagar. Just don't create suspicion for no reason at all. Thank
you. Great observation by the team. Sagar, please be careful. You're walking on thin ice. So question number 14, guess who? X were members of the Nizari branch of Ismaili Muslims at the time of the Crusades. When the newly established sect ruled part of Persia, so they were renowned as militant fanatics. So these people X who were members of a particular community, that's not very important. So they were renowned to be militant fanatics and were popularly reputed to use hashish or hash before going on murder missions. So this entire thing that I described to you, this has given them their name X. So this was a version, the story of how they got their name, an etymology kind of a question. So other version of how they got their name would be that the name comes from an Arabic word, literally meaning grass, but also meaning outcast or outsider, since they were disliked by the Islamic rulers of the time, and also became enemies of the Christian crusaders. And you might have heard the anglicized version of X. I have given a few etymology questions here because after all, it's a DLA quiz. So I'm hoping a mix of history and etymology and entire experience gives you the correct answer. So the anglicized current version of X was given by Marco Polo. You need to just give me the popular version of this name.
Yeah. Do you want the popular the version which is used currently or the old one?
Yeah. Just give me the current version. I can throw a hint here if you want. If people pouncing object, please let me know. Any objections to hint, please? Right. No objections to hints. So I'll be giving you a hint. So they were renowned as militant fanatics and were popularly reputed to use hashish before going on for murder missions. And this particular term X, I believe you would remember from your permutations and combinations textbook, NCRT. These people really liked this particular word. They used to throw it in every time, in every JEE mains test, I remember. So you can turn back to that particular chapter. If you think about it, this word has been heard by you multiple times. I have given all the hints that I could. Closing pounds in another 10 seconds.
Just a minute. One question. Hello.
Yeah, right.
So is it a group? Means the answer is a group for a people or just a single person? That's
it's a popular term for. It was originally a group, but now it's in common usage. It's something that is used for a certain kind of people. I would just say I would leave it at that because I don't want to throw further hints. But I've given you a few hints. It's a fairly common word. You might have seen it in your NCRT maths, permutations and stuff. I've also told you that that particular sentence about militant fanatics is a big hint. I'll be closing pounds right now. Anyone still writing? Let me know. Right, this is a direct to Vedant.
Yes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Direct to Vedant. Pounds is closed. Vedant, let me know your answer.
I'm not able to get it. Why I'll just pass it.
You sure? You want to throw in a guess?
Just 5 seconds.
Right, okay. Vedant is passing. Priyansh, you've received any bounces?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Right. Tell me simultaneously.
Yeah. So Sagar's got it right. Anant has got it right, and Rudra's got it right.
Sagar has got it right. Okay.
Yeah, Sagar, Anant, and Rudra. All of them have got it right.
Okay. And let's show the right answer, please. Sandeep, move on to the answer, please. So it's assassin. I hope you would recall assassination used to be a popular word used all around in the textbooks. But assassin comes from hashish, I believe. So that's the etymology part. Right. So that was a pretty fascinating question. Let's move on to Simi's direct.
Simi, right? Okay, another DLA connect for this question. I think this was a very
go on.
Yeah. So basically, etymology of this term was actually brought into pop culture by Dan Brown. So that's a book fact for you guys.
So that's our advertisement for joining the book club. Right. This is Sini's direct. This is another guess who. This is a fairly simple one, Sini. I hope you get this one right. So May 12th is celebrated as International Nurses Day since 1974. Each year, the International Council of Nurses prepares and distributes a kit which is educational, which contains educational as well as public information materials for use by nurses everywhere. Whose birthday in 1820 was chosen to celebrate this day? So this personality was a popular nurse in her time. I have thrown a hint here. I've said it is a her. And in her time, she was a really popular nurse. Of course, there were a few wars back then. Nurses are extremely important as of now in the current situation of the pandemic that we're in. Huge respect to them, the kind of work that they are doing, health workers. So the International Nurses Day is being talked about over here. Whose birthday does it commemorate? Any objections to hints by the participants? Any objections? Has someone pounced? Hello?
Yeah, my bad. Sorry.
Right, no one?
Rudra's pounced. One person's pounced.
Rudra, do you object to any hints?
No objections.
Yeah, I'll give a fairly decent hint. So this lady was also known as the lady with the lamp. The lady with the lamp was another name for this particular lady. She was a very popular nurse in the World War I, I believe. I'm not extremely sure, but yeah, the timeline seems about right. No, I don't think it must be World War I, but yeah. So she was called the lady with the lamp. And I'll be closing pounds in another 10 seconds. Sini, it's your direct. I hope you find this question easy. Right, closing pounds. Direct. Sini, are you there?
Hello. I know this answer, but I don't remember the name. I can't remember the name now.
Just think about it. A lady with the lamp, an extremely popular nurse.
No, it's just there somewhere, but I can't remember the name right now.
So you're having a quizzer's block. So the only cure to a quizzer's block is the answer, unfortunately. We'll move on to the answer. Sanjeet, please display the answer. It is Florence Nightingale. She was called the lady with the lamp. She used to roam around the corridors with a lantern, I believe. Priyansh, let me know who all have found with their scores.
Yeah, so just one query. You'll be giving points for either the first name or the last name, or only the full name?
Can I know what responses you got?
So Aryan's response is just Florence.
Okay, I'll give 10 points to Aryan.
Okay, great. Shantanu's response is Nightingale.
Right, you'll get 10.
Vedant is okay. Vedant also gets 10. He's written Florence Nightingale.
Right.
Even Rudra's written Florence Nightingale.
Right,
and Vaibhav's written Lawrence Nightingale, but that's okay, I guess. That's 10.
Vaibhav, I'll give you a 10 here. I'm using my discretion. Quizmaster's discretion being used at its full potential. It is
so
Florence Nightingale.
5 people have got this right.
Extremely well done. Everyone well cracked. I believe this is the next question will be the last question of the second round. Let's move on to it. Sanjeet?
Yeah, 1 second. Sorry, man.
Right. So this is a guess who question. Hello? Yeah. So it's a guess who question. So this particular Roman emperor supposedly accidentally started a fire to clear an area in which he had built his palace later. And he killed his mother, stepbrother, prisoners as candles by putting wax on them, and crucified Saint Peter upside down. This is a kind of a gory question. Sorry if anyone feels, awful about it, but well, that's what he did. So he used to send his slaves to collect snow and ice on the mountains and ended up creating ice cream. So this chap is a creator of some kind. He's a very weird chap. He's making candles out of people. he is also creating ice cream. And what I want to know is who this emperor was, and his name still lives on in the IT world to refer to the burning of information onto disks. The logo that is visible to you is of a particular popular application that you must have used sometime in your lifetime. Although now I don't think it's relevant, but I'm sure you were part of the same generation as me and must have seen this for sure. So you need to tell me what the name of this Roman emperor is, who did all these stupid things, made candles out of people. No wonder he's got a fire in his logo. So you need to tell me in one word who this Roman emperor is. There are enough hints in the question. I won't be giving any more hints. And I believe this is a direct to Shantanu. Although you're from EXTC, I hope you won't mind an IT related question. Bounce is open for another 10 seconds. Anyone still writing? Let me know. Right, let's close Pounce. Priyansh, you are receiving responses on Pounce?
Yeah, I've got 3.
Right. So Shantanu, over to you. It's your direct.
Can't recollect anything.
You sure? Look at the logo. Look at.
I mean, it reminds me of something, but I just. Nope.
Right. Any famous Roman emperor you remember whom you would like to throw in the fire, if I may say so? Anything, Shantanu?
Alexander.
Right. He wasn't. Okay. So that's not the correct answer. I'll be moving on to the Pounce responses. Priyansh, the answer is. Can you move on to the answer first, please?
Yeah. Okay.
Answer is Nero. Nero Start Smart was the application that I wanted to show over there. Priyansh, anyways, let me know.
Yeah, so right, Rudra's got it right, Sagar's got it right, and one more person. Wait, just a second, hold on. 1, 2. Rudra, Vaibhav, and Sagar. No, that's 3 people. Rudra, Vaibhav, and Sagar.
Right. Extremely well cracked answer, guys. Congratulations to you. And that brings us to the end of round 2. Now I'll be modifying the rules for round 3 a bit because I see some discrepancy in the scores. So I'll be putting a +10 and 0 for everyone. Since there has been one clockwise, one anti-clockwise rotation, it won't be fair to the other group. So let's make it +10 and 0 for everyone. And all the answers to be on Pounce. Right? I'll be telling you your scores. Wait, Sanjeev, just a second. Your consolidated scores for round 2, Shantanu, you got 30 points. So that brings you to 75.
Yes.
Is that okay? Sini, round 2, you got a -10. So that brings your total to 20. No worries. You can catch up in this round. Vedant, in this round, you scored a 30. So that brings your total to 75.
Right.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sagar, you have had a particularly adventurous round. 6. You have had 55, I believe. Yeah, 55. So that brings your total to 105. Is that okay? Sagar?
Yes, that's okay. Yes, that's okay.
Anant, you've got 25. So that brings your total to 50. Even Stevens. And Rudra, you have a great round over here. I think he's got all right. Congratulations to you. Your total is 140, if I'm not wrong. Rudra?
Right.
Great work. Aryan, you've got a 20, so that brings your total to 55. And Vaibhav, you've got 6 right. So you've got a flat 60. And 60 plus 35 will bring your total to 95. Any discrepancy with the scores?
No, right.
Yeah, we are moving on to the last round. Sorry for the initial delay
Before
and stuff.
before we start, I think there are Sagar. There are still complaints. It's sort of very suspicious because I don't know
I'm still looking down. You're saying.
Yeah. Can you keep your hands on your chin on your hands?
Yeah, if you could,
Yeah,
if
okay.
I think we can just make it a rule for everyone so that they show both their hands. That'll be great.
Extremely
Just the way
sorry. These
Vaibhav
are the circumstances that we are living
pretty
in.
cute.
You can put your chin on your hands, please.
Yeah, the way Vaibhav's sitting, that's perfect. Yeah. Obviously, while pouncing, you can use your hands. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, while pouncing, you can type. It would be preferable if you had a third hand, but chalo, never mind. Let's move on to the third round as random as it gets. It's a random set of questions. Let's move on to the first question, open to everyone.
Everyone has to pounce only.
Yeah, it's only on the basis of pounds. Let's move quickly. In the movie Dead Poets Society, Robin Williams plays a role of an English professor whose unusual methods of teaching inspires the students but annoys the authorities. In an iconic scene in the end, he returns to pick up his things after being fired. His students stand on their desks and quote a line from a famous poem by Walt Whitman written about the death of Abraham Lincoln. What famous line of this poem has been spoken by his students collectively? And a big hint over here that this particular line was used as a quote by many famous personalities recently when MS Dhoni retired. Yesterday, in fact, we had a question on MS Dhoni about Paldo Palga Shayar, the song, the Google search trend. I believe someone wrote Munni Badnaam. I was aghast, but okay. Munni Badnaam it is for you. But this is again a Dhoni related question. I hope someone will get it right this time around. Dead Poets Society, fairly famous movie. Robin Williams. In fact, a few movies of his were mentioned in the 7 Day 7 movie series by DLA. But yeah, okay. Let's move on to the pounces. Has everyone?
This doesn't have any negative, right?
No negative.
Okay.
No,
I'm just typing.
Nikhil, I can't hear you properly.
Hello.
Yeah, still can't hear you. If you could reconnect.
Okay, do you guys want me to take over?
Yeah, do that.
Cool.
Do that till the time is back.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, I think this is enough time.
Yeah, pounces. I think you guys have had enough time for a pounce. Just I'll give one last read, and if your pounce is not there by then, we'll go to the answer directly. So
also, since this is just a second, this is an only pounce round. Just make sure you give only one response and not multiple. Yeah, that's it. And only the first one will be considered.
One question: are there no negatives on pounce? Right? There are no.
No,
negatives.
it's plus 10 0. It's plus 10 0. Yeah.
Cool. So I'll just read the question again, and as soon as I'm finished reading, that's when the pounce ends. Okay. In the movie Dead Poets Society, Robin Williams plays the role of an English professor whose unusual methods of teaching inspires the students but annoys the authorities. Wow, man. Sounds like a typical VJTI student, huh? In an iconic scene in end, he returns to pick up his things after being fired. His students stand near a desk and quote a line from the famous poem by Walt Whitman written about the death of Abraham Lincoln. So, what poem is quoted by students? So, there's a very good hint given here, right? So, this quote was used by many recently when MS Dhoni retired. A very sad event, but happens, right? So, yeah, Pounces closing in 3, 2, and 1. Pounces are closed. Priyansh, let me know who gave a pounce for now.
Yeah, so almost everyone's given a pounce, but Rudra and Vaibhav have got it right. The rest haven't got it right.
So the answer here is, oh captain, my captain. Okay. So this was a tweet, and a lot of social media messages came out regarding this, because Dhoni, as we all know, was one of the most beloved captains on the Indian cricket team. So we'll move on to the next question now. And it's a pounce only round, right, Priyansh?
Yeah. It's a pounce only round. So only 2 people have got it right.
Perfect. So less responsibility for me basically to point out people. I'll continue. So now connect these 3 personalities. I am not going to name the personalities. That is a very big hint in itself.
I have a doubt.
Sure, go ahead.
By connect, do we have to name all these 3 personalities, or what is in commonality?
What's the connection? Just the connection.
Yeah.
All right.
Naming all 3 personalities will not give you any points. So because that's not what you're looking for. We'll give you 30 more seconds. So there's a common phrase attached to all 3 of these ladies, okay? Very common phrase. Okay, 10 more seconds, guys. I think someone sent me a chat. Okay. Cool, never mind. Sure. So pounds closing in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'm giving the answer. Before I give the answer, can someone just unmute and give me the names of all 3 ladies?
Yeah, Indira Gandhi, Margaret Thatcher,
and Iram Sharmila.
Okay, sure. And what's the connect between the 3?
I just wrote iron, the word iron.
Iron Ladies.
Okay. Before we go it, Priyansh, give me what responses were given.
Yeah, so we've got multiple responses, like first female prime minister. Then the primary ones which aren't correct are first female prime minister, and Vaibhav and Vedant have got it right, which says Iron Lady.
Okay, sure. So give marks for anything that says the word iron. Right?
Yeah,
I have mentioned iron.
I didn't get your message. So what's your name?
I'm Rudra.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, Rudra. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, just saw. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, got it.
Sure.
Yeah, so 3 people have got this right.
So are we? So I'm going to skip to the next question now. Okay.
Yeah.
So identify X. So X is the name of. So the name of the road originates from an actual X that was built in the 17th century by the Dutch, who were living is what was then called New Amsterdam. Okay. Okay. The 12-foot X was built to protect the Dutch against attacks from pirates and various Native American tribes, and to keep potential dangers out of the establishment. So now, because of its prime location running the width of Manhattan between the East River and the Hudson River, the road developed into one of the busiest trading areas in the entire city. Later in 1699, the X was dismantled by the British colonial government, but the name of the road stuck. So what we need is X. So you can give me X or the name of the road, both works. Okay, so this is a relatively easy question. I'll close pounds in 20 more seconds. It's a prime location in Manhattan. It's between the East River and the Hudson River, and it's one of the busiest trading areas in the entire city, right? So closing pounds in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I'll give you the answer, guys. So basically, the answer here is it's Wall Street. So basically, the name of the road originated from an original wall that was built in the 17th century by Dutch. So if I am correct, okay, Priyansh, first of all, tell me the names of the people who are actually gotten right.
Yeah, so Rudra's got it right. Vaibhav's got it right. And Vedant has got it right.
Perfect. So and anyone who got it wrong?
Someone's written dam, someone's written periscope, then yeah, that's it.
Okay, sure, not a problem. So, that's kind of how trading was invented. I think stocks were invented because I think Priyansh knows more about this, but it was because when merchants used to go out for trading, right? So people used to take invest in them. So basically the returns and all that. So that's how these things were started. So now I'm going to the next question, which is very, very poetic in a way. So next question, identify X. So X is an acronym for FNCAS9 Editor Limited Uniform Detection Assay. It uses CRISPR-Cas technology for.
So don't read the entire thing.
Basically the return and all that. So that's how these things are started. So now I'm going to the next question, which is very poetic. So next question. Identify X. Go ahead. X.
Hello.
This is an acronym for FNCAS9 Editor Limited Uniform.
Sanjeet, go ahead.
Who's reading it though? Okay. So in this method, a protein called FNCAS9 and a guide RNA, which helps in recognizing the viral genes, is used. Okay. 1 second, guys. Yeah. If the patient sample has the viral gene, okay, then this binds, etc., etc., etc. Cool. So there's a doctor here, Dr. Devjyoti Chakraborty, the senior scientist, CSIR IGV, writes on the page, with X, the need for technical expertise is minimal and no requirement of expensive equipment is needed. It thus saves space, time, and money. He is one of the authors of the preprint shared on that's I think a famous journal online, which describes the development of X. So now what we need is the letter X. So just read the question properly. I'll give you a hint in 10 more seconds. If there's anyone pouncing now, wait for 10 seconds, think about this, and then I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, don't pounce as of now. You can hit Sanjeet.
Yep. So the hint here is a very beautiful picture for us, which is this picture. So again, this picture is a very iconic picture, and I won't say anything more than this, but that think of the world of literature, the world of movies, the world of maybe music as well. Right? So this is the picture.
The acronym that we are talking about is related to this. So look at the entire full form and look at the aim and look at how the doctor is really, and probably you will get a connect Corona question. I had to give one Corona question, the pandemic, where it ends as far as the pandemic is concerned. You need to identify X. It's connected to the image. Sanjeev, if you could show the image again.
Nikhil, your voice is cracking, man.
Yeah, you go ahead. You carry on with the quiz. I'm just hearing.
Okay, sure. So, guys, this is the clue. I'm closing pounds in 10 more seconds. Okay. And again, if anyone has a problem or a doubt in the middle, just feel free to unmute and ask. Okay. Cool. So I'm going to the answer. So I'm closing pounds in 3, 2, and 1. So first of all, guys, any guesses? Anyone who wants to unmute and just give me a guess? Okay, sure. So I'll give you a very nice answer. So this picture is actually of one of Satyajit Ray's creation, which is Feluda. So now if you go to the actual acronym, if you read the name, it is FELUDA, which stands for Feluda. Okay. So Priyansh, who got it right?
Yeah, so Rudra got it right, Vaibhav got it right, and Sagar got it right.
Perfect. And what were the incorrect guesses?
And there was just one incorrect guess, that was plasma therapy.
Okay, sure. So, good guess, by the way. A very related guess, but we wanted the acronym and not a scientific name. So, yeah, we'll go to the next question. And Priyansh, you're keeping track of scores, right?
Yeah, just a minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just, since you're at this is question 20, I'll just cross check all the scores and then we'll move ahead with the 21st question.
I didn't hear the 17 scores. I've heard the 18, 17. I've tallied the 9.
Give me 1 minute, ruk jana. Nikhil, give me 1 minute. Yeah, so I'll just confirm scores. Just let me know if it's okay. So Shantanu is at 75.
Yeah.
Shantanu is at 75. Sini is at 20. Vedant is also at 75. Sagar is at 100.
I answered 2 right in this round.
Okay, just a second. You answered. Oh yeah, right. My bad. Sorry. Apologies.
Yes,
yeah, so you're at 85. 85.
No, that will be 95.
No, wait, hold on.
Because earlier round it was 70.
Oh yeah, it was 75 at the end. Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Yeah,
yes,
95.
He's at 95.
Yeah, Sagar 115. Anant 50. Rudra is at 120. 120 plus 60. 180. Aryan is at 55. And Vaibhav is at 135. Is that okay? Any discrepancies? I hope not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can go ahead with the 21st question.
So now we have to, there are 2 points to this question. So we have to identify the South Asian country and we have to identify its majority religion. So now the question here is why we are asking that. So in this country, a currency note actually features the idol of Lord Ganesha. Hence, there might be a question in some of you guys' minds, like what is it majority religion, right? So we want you guys to try to figure this out, and it's a connector question. So we have to find out the country and the majority religion. Here on pounds, we are giving 5 each. Okay, so take I think 20-30 seconds, and then we'll come to the pounds.
So like, can we enter our answers?
Yes, definitely. Put it on pound, send it to Priyansh right now.
Yeah.
So can we just put one answer for a +5? Is it possible?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Sure. So 10 more seconds, guys. Okay. Pounds ending in 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Before we go to the answer, any guesses?
It's Indonesia.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is its religion?
Islam.
Islamic.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Priyansh, you got it right?
Yeah, so I'll just tell the scores. Vaibhav gets a +5 for Islam.
Okay.
Aryan gets +10 for both the right answers. Then, we have Rudra who gets +5 for writing Indonesia.
Okay.
Anant has written Indonesia, so that's +5. Then Sagar gets +5 for Indonesia again. Vedant gets +10 for both the right answers. Sini gets 0, she wrote Nepal. And Shantanu gets 10 for the right answer.
Perfect. So we go to the next one now. So next one is a very nice question. Like you will love this question. So what connects these three brands except for our love of all these? So the first one is Budweiser. The second is our very own Bata. And the third is Skoda, or I don't know how you pronounce it, but I think I butchered the name, but that's how it is. Right? So all three of these names have something in common, right? It is very, how do I put it? It's not exactly something we think about every day, but it's a very commonality between the three names, right? So I want you guys to try to figure out what the commonality is and send the answer to Priyansh and Pounds. 30 seconds, a very easy question, and you guys will love this answer. So yeah. Okay, at 10 more seconds, guys, send answers to Priyansh. Yes. Yes, there was a doubt, right?
I think it was Nikhil trying to speak something.
Yeah, man, now. Yeah, I think internet issues are such a problem nowadays. By the way, how was your guys' experience on the power cut that happened a week ago, I guess? Chalo, बाद में small talk करूँगा. So closing Pounds in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Priyansh, who pounced? And first, that's the 1 second.
Yeah, so there were pounces which said country of origin, which is okay, but that's not the right answer.
Okay, give them 5 points actually. Country of origin ke liye.
Okay.
Because you were right in an approach, but the answer was wrong, right? But it's okay.
Yeah, then you'll have to give me a second.
Yeah, just give me that and we'll see.
Wait, am I audible?
Yeah.
Not really. Rudra, did you answer for this one?
Yes. I gave Czech Republic as the answer.
Yeah, okay, that's correct. Yeah, so Shantanu and Aryan get 5 points for writing country of origin. And and Sagar and Rudra get right for writing Czech Republic.
Okay, perfect. So the answer is actually Czech Republic, which is the country of origin for both of these, for all three of these companies. So fun fact, Bata, किस-किस को लगता था पहले Bata Indian company है? मेरे को unmute करके बताओ.
I think literally entire of India thinks it's Indian.
I know, right? It was a very fun revelation, you know, that it's a Czech Republic company. Sure. We I think have, how many questions do we have left?
Two more.
Two more.
Yeah, we have two more questions left, and these both are going to be very amazing questions, right? So before all this, let's have a moment to appreciate Nikhil for the questions he's made. This guy has been amazing. And yeah, there you go. So now, during the First World War, Germany was placed under blockade and suffered severe shortages of raw materials. In particular, saltpeter, an essential ingredient in gunpowder and other explosives. The most important saltpeter deposits were in Chile and India, and there were none at all in Germany. So saltpeter could actually be replaced by X, but X was also too expensive to be produced. So the solution to this problem came when a scientist called Fritz Haber discovered a process to produce X out of literally thin air. Ironically enough, he was Jewish. Identify X. So I think this is something you guys will remember. अगर तो तुम सबने अभी 11-12 में JEE, CET सब दे के आए हो ना यहाँ पे. So I think you will be able to find a connect here, and it's a very easy answer if you're able to find a connect with your NCRT. I mean, I think Nikhil was a nerd in his nerd, you know, because that's why he's been putting a lot of NCRT questions here. मतलब बहुत पढ़ा है बंदे ने. So I'll give you guys 30 seconds here, and let's come up with the answer. So just try to read the question a bit, that it was an alternative to saltpeter. It is used in making gunpowder and other explosives. And the solution came by a chemist called Fritz Haber, who developed a process to produce X out of literally thin air. Okay. So 10 more seconds, guys, and then we'll close. So closing pounds in 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Priya, any guesses first of all, guys? क्या compound हो सकता है?
Ammonia.
Okay, ammonia. And why do you say that, sir?
I mean, it's Haber.
Perfect. So it's actually a product of Haber's process. It was invented by Haber, and it was to manufacture ammonia out of thin air. Basically, nitrogen, hydrogen को combine करता है. I think it's on a catalyst. I'm not sure perfectly. Yeah. So, okay, you're in third year, man. How do you remember stuff इतना ज़्यादा? मतलब चलेगा.
Chemistry बहुत ही पसंद था.
बहुत बढ़िया. चलो. That's the answer. Priyansh, can we have the scores now?
Yeah. So Aryan got it correct.
Uh-huh.
Vedant got it correct.
Uh-huh.
Then Shantanu got it correct.
Okay.
Then Sagar got it correct. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, sure. So that's it, guys. We have one last question. Before that, Priyansh, just give the scores one. Tell me who's in the lead and all that.
Yeah, so Shantanu is at 100.
Okay.
Sini is at 20. Vedant is at 115.
Okay.
Then Sagar is at 140.
Okay.
Anant is at 55. Rudra is at 195. Aryan is at 80. And Vaibhav is at 140.
Sure. तो sort करके बताएगा एक बार मेरे को. First
Yeah,
three
so on first position we have Rudra, who's 195 with Invincible. It's impossible to get to him. Then there's Vaibhav, who's at 140. And actually there's a tie between Vaibhav and Sagar at 140 for second position.
Okay.
And in third we have Vedant.
Perfect. So Vedant के कितने हैं?
Vedant is at 115.
115. Okay. So the stage is kind of set. So let's see. Now we have the last question, right? So first of all, guys, congratulate yourselves for coming here. तुम लोगों ने एक अच्छा बहुत ही तगड़ा राउंड कल क्लियर किया. अभी I don't know कितने 2 घंटे से बैठे हुए हो. You guys have suffered through internet issues, lack of knowledge, and I don't know what else goes on in the quiz. So congratulations, guys. Last question. So students at this French university, because I cannot pronounce French, originally developed it in 1996. Now it is developed by the contributors from all over the world. So basically it's open source and it is coordinated by the VJTI, a non-profit organization. The story goes like this. So one day the students who were working on this project from this university in Paris came back pretty drunk, like sounds like a regular day, guys. And they carried an X with them from the roads, like a typical drunk college crowd. Later on, they started collecting X and they stored it in their computer lab. When the software was finished, the VJTI team decided to choose an X for their project's icon. So basically here the point is that it was working on their lab and they decided they were bringing stuff from the road, right? And वो यहाँ पे अपने lab में पटक देते थे. So now that X was actually used by this company VJTI for one of their products. So now we have to identify both the product and the icon. Cool? So guys, I'll give you 30 seconds. It's a very easy question. You guys have all used it. थोड़ा सा सोचो, हो जाएगा. Okay, any doubts or anything, guys? Okay, closing this question in 10 seconds. The question closes in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Priyansh, tell me what the people's answers are, and before that, we want the guesses. What's your guess, guys?
Can this be like for more marks than usual?
I can sense the मैं तेरे आवाज में दर्द समझ सकता हूँ. But rules are rules, man. So, what's the answer?
The traffic cones. Traffic cones. Traffic cones.
Yes.
The yellow cones, orange cones. VLC player, right?
Yes, that's the right answer, guys. So, I think Priyansh, give me the scores, man. The total scores.
Yeah, just give me a minute. Yeah, so obviously at first there is Rudra with who he got this one correct at 205.
Okay.
Yeah, so Rudra is first with 205. Second, Vaibhav just wrote cone, so that's 5 since there were 2 parts of the question. So
I think I wrote traffic cones, right?
It was
yeah,
both,
but VLC, you didn't write VLC.
Oh,
yeah. So Vaibhav second with 5 points he got, which is 145.
Okay.
Then third is Sagar with 140.
Okay.
Then we have Vedant at 125.
Okay.
Vedant is at 125. Then there is Shantanu at 110.
Okay.
Yeah, Shantanu is at 110. Then there is Aryan at 80.
Okay.
And just give me a moment. There has to be someone else. I think I'm missing out on someone. Okay, yeah, there's Anant at 55.
Okay.
And Sini at 20.
Okay, guys, I think we'll end it here. So, Priyansh, you take it from here, announce the winners properly. And from me, it's a congratulations. I'll switch off the screen share. कोई tie तो नहीं है ना?
No, there's no tie. There was a tie. Sagar got this one wrong, so he gets third position.
Okay, guys, there it is. Announce the winners, Priyansh. Do the honors.
Yeah. So first position, there was absolutely no competition. I think 13th question onwards, Rudra got almost all questions correct, which is a huge feat. So out of 240 possible points, he's got 205, which is absolutely amazing. Then in second, there's Vaibhav, who was actually lagging behind but caught up really well from question 17. He got 7 out of 8 correct in the last 8 questions, which is just pretty amazing. And there is Sagar, who started very strongly but dropped down in the latter stages. He's third at 140. Vedant was rather more consistent, but just missed out on third position by 15 points. Shantanu did really well in the last round. He gets 110, and Aryan also did really well in the last round. He got almost 30 points on 40 in the last round, which is amazing. And Anant and Sini are at 55 and 20. So congratulations to everyone for one making it till here, because yesterday's prelims were sort of difficult for the amount of time which was given, and but we had to do it because of we our constraints. And yeah, so top 3 would be getting a prize, which we'll share the details about on WhatsApp. And yeah, certificates of participation for everybody. And yeah, I think if you all have any feedback of any sort about how the quiz was or anything.
Yeah, before that, I think Priyansh, is the YouTube stream off?
Yeah, just a second. We'll end that as well.
Just we'll talk for like 5 more minutes after the stream is off, and then you guys can go your merry ways, right? And yeah, we'll discuss feedback till now. तब तक के लिए थोड़ा smile करो यार, फोटो लेते हैं. मतलब this ऐसे मत रहो यार. You guys did, I think, a quiz. You guys like came up. I don't know how many participants were there yesterday, but you guys came on top, man.
Yeah, there were we had about 80 odd registrations, and 55 people appeared yesterday. So that's pretty good.